The Clips have returned as a duo for the first time in 16 years. Their forthcoming album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, is on the way, geared for a release of July 11th. The rollout has been nothing but flawless. The Clips have a GQ article interview that's being released in sections aligned with the singles that have dropped off of this Clips album. The first single is Ace Trumpets, and that was a single surrounded by the controversy backstory of how Def Jam let the Clips out of their deal because the duo refused to take a Kendrick Lamar feature off of their album, or at least censor Kendrick on the track, refusing to be part of the backhanded Karen censorship that Drake does behind the scenes. And now we have the second single, So Be It, where on the third verse Pusha-T so eloquently and surgically slices Travis Scott's head off.
Cried in front of me, you died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. Her Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat. The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video, I can share it, AE it. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it. So be it, so be it.
He's revealing on the track how he has footage of Travis Scott sobbing over losing his mayonnaise queen and baby mama Kylie Jenner in the studio. Pusha even says he even patted him on the back a couple times, insinuating that she made her own paper now and didn't need him to accumulate bread. The next section of that GQ article to be released will go even into more depth about a situation surrounding the drop of Utopia. The Clips were in Paris with Pharrell in his studio at the Louis Vuitton headquarters. Apparently, Travis Scott pulled up and interrupted the session to play his album, which according to Pusha, nobody even wanted to hear. But because Pharrell had a placement on the album, he let him rock. He said that Travis jumped up and down doing his damn monkey dance and played the whole album, including what we know now to be the song Meltdown, but without Drake's verse. A week later, Meltdown drops and Drake's corny ass verse is on it.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it, so be it. So be it, so
came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel. He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the Meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about melting Pharrell's jewelry.
Yeah, and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into what his whole makeup. I took it there. And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. It was like, man, that was corny.
Where he's talking as if he snatched all of Pharrell's iconic jewelry off of his neck, when in reality, Pharrell bidded the jewelry off in an auction to the highest bidder, which happened to be Lawbury. Pusha was offended at the fact that Travis Scott would pull such a disloyal move, but then after realizing that Travis has done the same thing by letting Drake get on sicko mode and diss Kanye West, who was his mentor in the game at one point, made sense. And then Travis would also backstab Drake by asking Future to perform an unreleased song at Rolling Loud called Like That.
Please, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Metro's trying to get out of here. You on the album right now, nigga.
Which would go on to start the biggest beef in hip-hop history with Drake and Kendrick Lamar, which Drake is still actively taking hot, scathing L's for to this day. Pusha would go on to basically call him a disloyal whore. Her twat just out here for whoever gonna grease her pockets.
He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me. I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it.
Enter Jerry, the Henny drinking Jamaican mouse civilian thug streamer DJ Academics. He would go on to say on stream that his sources close to Travis told him that Drake sent the meltdown verse very, very last minute.
Ask me how I know this. Yo, Pusha. This is what I've been told, Pusha. They said you got your info wrong. You know? You know where the sources come from. Don't even, you know? They say you got your info wrong. They say you must just be trying to sell an album. You dissing Travis for no reason. They said, basically, whenever that song got played for you, Meltdown, Drake did not record on that song at that point. He couldn't have played it. And I'm getting told, less than 24 hours before the song came out, the song was made. Don't ask me how. So they said this idea that Travis tucked the verse. You got some bad info, my boy. Bad info. Now, granted, I still think you could be mad because maybe you thought he was cool enough with you that he should take the verse off. But he ain't gonna take the verse off, right? But apparently, the info on here, Meltdown, Drake recorded that verse less than 24 hours before the song came out. That's what I'm hearing. All right? So I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? So just somebody give the update to my man Pusha. We're not trying to say Travis ain't a disloyal snake or whatever you want to call him. But allegedly, the verse in question, Meltdown, was recorded 24 hours before it dropped. That's what I've been, told. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Okay? Now take that with a grain of salt. I don't care.
And so late that if Pusha knew what he was talking about, then he would know that Drake's verse didn't even exist when Travis played the track for everyone in Paris. So is this just a case of disloyalty by Travis Scott, or is it jumping to conclusions by Pusha-T? Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
Yeah, it's me, man. What's happening, y'all? Hey, listen, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Let's get the likes up. Let's hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, as y'all see, Pusha-T has got back in this whirlwind of controversy. And I want y'all to really pay attention to the first part of the rollout where he says that he basically has the integrity and the morals and the principles of somebody. He gonna stand on his business because the label tried to get him to censor Kendrick Lamar. They tried to get him to remove the verse, but he said no. And it's to the point where, you know what, you can drop me as an independent artist, as a single artist, and as a group member of the Clips. And that's exactly what they did. So when he sees somebody operating on bad moral standards, he's seeing what you do behind closed doors, Travis Scott, he don't respect it. So this whole thing is just a sticky situation if we really get down to the situation that we're talking about. All right. I can see how it looks from Pusha T's perspective. How Pusha T is saying, nigga, we was just sitting here listening to your album and we ain't hear not a now netta Drake verse. We didn't hear him dissing Pharrell, nothing. You really thought you was slick, and what you did was you didn't play that part. And then a week later, the verse is there, and he's talking about the nigga that you just came to record content for your little Utopia docuseries. You getting content off us, you getting placements on the album from us, but you'll go over to Drake and let him disrespect somebody that you claim as a friend. Even if it's an industry friend, it's kind of like, bro, that looks bad on your part. So I see why Travis had to get them bars for Pusha T, because Pusha T is at a point in his career, he an older dude. He ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't taking no shit from nobody, including this little punk Travis Scott. That's how he's looking at that situation. Now, Travis Scott, his politics, he's saying, man, I'm cool with both of y'all. Whatever's going on between y'all, that's on y'all. I didn't ask him to make this verse. And he sent it to me last minute. But I'd be a fool after seeing what Sicko Mode did for me, not taking this Drake feature off the strength of Pharrell. Listen, I'm trying to do numbers. I'm trying to sell records. I'm trying to make money. I got a living too. Would you have done that for the clips? Beefing with somebody like Kanye? Pharrell, you was cool with both of them at one point. That's how I feel like Travis Scott is looking at this situation. And so he did what he did. And for me, honestly, I kind of side with Pusha-T because I'm thinking of it like this. All right, that already looked crazy. It was disloyal. It was bitch made. We already know. But even if this verse did come last minute, you could have picked up the phone, baby. Ain't that your song? I know you're home, baby. You could have called Pharrell and you could have been like, hey, listen, P, I just did that Meltdown song. I just had Drake do a verse on there. I ain't know that he was going to say this. I'm going to say this, bro. He's talking about you on the track. As a friend, I just wanted to give you a heads up. The label want me to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. It's big for the, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be big song on the song. It's going to be big for us. So being that you my mans, I just want you to know I don't feel this way. I didn't ask for him to do this, but he put it on the track. And it's going to be out tomorrow. Appreciate that, my guy. I hope that you don't feel that you can't fuck with me no more because I fucks with you. That's all that needed to be said. But when you ain't no man of honor, no man of principle, this is what happens, man. You a little thirsty out there, Travis Scott. You can't even stop to, call and clear shit up. And you left it on the table for Pusha T. And everybody else look at it like, is this dude serious right now? Now, the last topic at hand that we got to discuss is Travis Scott going to back down, not say nothing? Or is he going to get out in the ring, put the gloves on, and go head to head with Pusha T and try to do what Drake couldn't do? Now, I seen Bun B on Nightcap. That was random as hell. He said that Travis Scott is going to jump in that ring just based off the strength that he's from Houston.
Pusha's not, you don't see Pusha at award shows. You don't see him at clubs and parties. Nope. They don't mix like that. They mix with their own. And they pretty good on the streets as well. So it's whatever. That being said, Travis ain't about to back down. Travis ain't about to back down. He's from Houston.
So you think Travis coming back? Travis gonna come back with a verse on
I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something before the weekend's done. It's either go into it or act like it didn't happen. But the problem is that the people are going to demand a response. When these beefs happen, you have to respond. The code is you can't let I'm gonna be the biggest man. I'm just gonna let it go. A water off a duck's back. I'm just gonna let it go. And that ain't been a part of your character all this time. You know what I'm saying? You can't be walking around with gloves on waiting for somebody to tie them up and then turn down the first fight you get.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been around Travis enough to know that no, he's not finna take that line down. He's absolutely not going to allow his public perception to be played with like that.
No, I don't know what type of Travis Scott be hanging around Bun B, but the Travis Scott that I think would use his goddamn brain wouldn't mess with Pusha T. Because guess what? You know what I would say about Travis Scott? He already done just warned him and said that I got footage of you crying and sobbing over your bitch. That's not a good look. On top of that, the minute he put out a cold Astro World diss, blaming Travis Scott for all those deaths and injuries, it's kind of like, bro, are you willing to go that far? What do you have to say if you're Travis Scott to this man if he can go that far? We've seen that Pusha T is willing to go to hell with it. But where can you go to hell when you're bringing out information about that man? That man is a professional rapper. He is a professional bar-upper. He's a professional 16 bar man. Yeah, Crody. That man is the devil himself. Do you hear how he raps? He sounds like he's rapping out a butcher shop cutting up bodies. He's rapping like it's Halloween night. This is not the guy that Travis Scott wants to hop and jump and scream to. Because that's all I can see Travis Scott doing is, Pusha T, let's rage in this bitch. That's all I can see. It's not gonna be a good look. So y'all let me know down below. Do y'all think that Travis Scott was right because he was just doing the regular industry politics? Do y'all think that Pusha-T, y'all can see his perspective? And do y'all agree with Bun B that Travis Scott is not gonna back down and put his shit out? Let me know what y'all think down below, man. Appreciate everything, man. Hey, I do all the edits, I do all the cuts, I do everything, the narration, I write the scripts, all that, man. All I'm asking in return is for y'all to hit the like button and, you know, share, subscribe if y'all ain't, you know, too busy. Let me know down below, man. We out, baby. Boom.
Big Just LaFlare.
It's him.